Hey everybody, it's Johnny here in southern Sweden. It's June 30th, 2026, day 146 of the vlog. And I'm doing a little bit of remote work today, work in a remote location. And I happened upon this place that I've been to before during language school, and I thought I would just take a little gander at it with you. This is the Folkskola. So this is an old school building from about 150 years ago, end of the 1800s, that is, 19th century. And having done a little tour inside, I can explain a little bit. So this was a school building for children ages probably 6 till they were between 16 and 18. Back in those days, a lot of people didn't go to school for very long, or just for part of the time that children do these days. And so in this half of the school would be the older children, and the desks are quite tight. And on this side are the desks for the smaller children too. And this building is original. I don't know if it's in the original spot, but something interesting is that upstairs there's actually a second floor up here, and the teacher, who would have always been a unmarried woman, lived at the top up there, and you can see her quarters and the window that she has. And that window is the only light that goes into her room. And it was very simple. It was just like an old cot in there, a dresser that had a little bit of a basin in it, and then a small desk. And that was all of her things. And she would live in this place quite isolated, because this city wasn't actually here until 80 years ago. It wasn't really a very populated area. It's been settled for a long time, but people haven't really congregated in this area for a long time. So the children who would come here would have to come from the various farms around the area and come into their classes. So we'll see if I can get a little bit of a closer look. I like these doors. The woodwork on the doors is beautiful. Just that kind of ornate carving. Very, very nice. Through here, you're probably just gonna see a reflection of me. They do tours in this place now, so it's not actually used as a school anymore. But you can see through here, little entry room. And I wish you could see it better. Maybe you can see it better over here. There's that map on the wall. It's a map of the area with all the different schoolhouses that there used to be. I think the red ones are still there, and the blue ones are no longer there, but they were at that place at one point. These are the kinds of clothes that the kids would wear. Sorry, that's terrible to see. Let me see if I can do this and then we'll open it up a little bit. That's better. So those clothes on the left right there are the school clothes that they would wear back in those days. Yeah, so it's very different from schools these days. It's in a little bit of like a courtyard, kind of like a barn set up, some stables, and looks like underground, maybe root storage, things like that. And this was definitely not part of it back in the day, but there's a mini golf right here now. They didn't have that back in the 1800s, I assume. A little bit of a peek into the older students' room. You can see how tight those desks were. And on the tour they took in here, if you were going to answer a question by the teacher, you had to raise your hand. And then when she called upon you, you would stand up in a good posture and give your answer. And that's definitely how things used to be done. Nice wooden stove there. Wood stove, not wood. It's not made of wood. Some taxidermy animals up there. Pretty cool classroom. I think that's going to be it for today. Back to work after a short gander. Hope to see you next time. Have a great day.